Hey, how you doing guys? ZDEyE here. So today I just wanted to share my thoughts on the Marvel's Avengers beta. Now I have pretty much experienced everything that it has to offer, and I got some positives of course, and I got definitely some negatives. Through the whole experience, I actually have never even once played with anybody. For some reason this matchmaking thing is so broken, just does not work, and I do not know why exactly. But yes, I have played this whole thing by myself. Now, basically, I can definitely tell you that the game in itself is basically kind of a just smash them up, and that's really it. There's nothing really captivating in terms of anything else, really. Maybe the story will go towards a very interesting path, but I did not notice, well, that it could be summarized as an excellent thing. It really was not. Okay, so basically I've had a chance of playing with every single hero, of course with including the A-Day, the very first mission as well, the introduction, and why everything went down the shit for the Avengers. I've gotten a chance of playing that, and that was the only mission that was truly refined and was actually captivating, even though it was very heavily scripted too. There are a few issues on top of that. For example, the missions such as like you have to stand on a point for you to load up the checkpoint, while at the same time the enemies are going to be gathering and trying to take you on. By the way, I did play this game on a normal difficulty, and it was not challenging. No, it wasn't. I didn't die once. Maybe once I could, like, you know, I did not know what I was doing or something like that. But yeah, there are some moments it's just like, what the hell is this? Basically, for example, for me, when I was playing as a Hulk, and I really like playing as a Hulk because smashing and everything like that feels good. Like, that's a big plus. Playing as all the heroes, it has a very good punch and kick towards your controller. You feel like it feels satisfying when you do take care of the enemies and you destroy them or you obliterate them. Well, not necessarily obliterate them, but you know what I mean. Even though my Avengers don't usually kill, but that's not exactly the case. But yes, anyway, so basically playing as a Hulk as an example, it didn't feel right, because let me tell you, Hulk should be a lot more powerful than he's actually portrayed here. I was taking care of the enemies, even though it's on normal difficulty. I still had to like punch one guy maybe 2, maybe 3 times. I was like losing my sense of belief. I was like, wait, what? And then there was like moments, for example, upgrading your character. Now, upgrading a loot mechanic in this game simply does not work. In fact, it's not even cosmetic. You cannot change that. Anything you equip is just there. It's just there, and it's like you don't even get to see what you even equipped. It's a big minus for looter. Shooter, I guess, looter smasher. But yeah, that's what it really is. This is more of a game of a looter smasher, and that's really it. And yet, the loot sense of the rewarding isn't exactly there. It doesn't feel like you are getting stronger. Even though, imagine this, right? This is retarded, I personally think so. So you basically go to much higher level difficulty in the missions as Hulk, but yet you somehow still can get obliterated. What? By a Hulk? A Hulk? Really? You know, you just would not believe that, and like, that makes completely no sense. And then you watch the Black Widow as an example, kicking and hitting robots. What? You know what I mean? It's just like, you lose a whole lot of sense of belief. Now, the game is definitely, I can definitely say anyway, I feel like this game needed a lot more polish to be done. There are a few issues with glitches and mechanics that I definitely noticed, like I'm definitely encountering a few of the bugs. One of the moments, for example, there's a reticle in the game while I was like, for example, like in the safe zone, and then I could see my reticle. I don't know what is going on exactly, but yeah. We didn't get, unfortunately, I didn't get a chance of playing as Thor, except in the A-Day mission, but I feel like Thor was the best character that felt the best, and even though I had the least amount of time played as him though. It's interesting, because like you can't play as Thor in the beta, at least not yet. Well, during the recording of this video, of course. But still, Hulk was my second favorite, perhaps maybe Iron Man, maybe even Black Widow. Kamala Khan, I actually was kind of right about her. She's not interesting to me at all. Like, she's just fangirling all about the Avengers and kind of, I don't know, portraying it doesn't feel like believable at least. And she's there and like, oh my god, I got to meet Iron Man, I got to meet a Hulk and blah blah blah. You know, like, oh my god, I'm there. I just don't believe that. Like, she doesn't portray as if she's a fangirl. It's just like overly done in my personal opinion. Maybe it's just the voice actress, like the way she portrayed, she's doing a fantastic job portraying and being a fangirl. She really does, but the way the game sets it up to be does not work. It just does not work. It's poorly executed. The game is mostly it's going to be related about the looter, right? So basically there's going to be a content-wise, the end game-wise, right? So all you will have to do is simply go to mission, like say mission number 1, mission number 2, 10, 50, whatever. And all you do really go to from point A to point B and you smash things up all the way through. The only variety that they have introduced, like I mentioned, you have to stand on a checkpoint, you have to stand on some kind of platforms to open up the doors. You have to do a little bit of a platforming as well. That's really all there is to it. There's absolutely nothing else. That's what I mean. There's barely any variety. It's extremely, extremely, extremely repetitive. It's far more repetitive than Destiny ever was. And even though Destiny was a very bare bones game, this is not exactly bare bones, but in terms of the execution, it's extremely bare bones. There's just concrete, there's nothing else. The game can be fantastic, but again, loot needs to be cosmetic as well when you equip them. But it isn't introduced here. For example, like you find loot, you equip it on Hulk. The only thing that's been improved for Hulk is his bone structure. Been changed up his spine. He's been changed in his rib cage. Like, what the hell is this? Kamala Khan, for example, she has some kind of armor, but yet you don't see it because she wears her t-shirt all the time. Now, don't get me wrong, you can still equip different cosmetic look for your character, but it's done on purposely for the monetization in the future of this game, for sure. It's definitely gonna have it. I'm not gonna deny the fact that I'm not blind about this. That's just, maybe that's the way they wanted to go about it. I don't know. Guys, the game is good, right? The game is good in terms of how it feels. That's really it. It feels good, but it is going to be extremely repetitive. I remember about, I'm not sure, maybe almost a year ago, a couple months ago, it would be easier to say. I said that the game is not worth the full price tag. I said like it should be worth like maybe 20, 30, 40 bucks. I agree. It should have been worth maximum 40 bucks. But a lot of people will say, well, the amount of content there is here. What content? Amount of copy and paste content, you mean? Really? Right. Any game can do that and just copy and paste, copy and paste. Don't get me wrong, it's not exactly how it works. Like copy and paste is obviously not like that. But it was not intriguing at all. Cutscenes, and there are some few things that polishing needs to be far more down. For example, like you as a character, you know, Ben, right? As an example, Ben is just like goes through. He's kind of literally floating on the ground. It makes no sense, dude. I'm just, you know, this game needs a lot more polish. That's all there is to it. I don't know, guys. The game, it's good in terms of how it plays, and that's well done, I personally think. So the way also the upgrading system, the skills that you can acquire and stuff that you can implement too, like it's all there. It's good in terms of how it portrays to be. Execution isn't exactly great. In fact, it's not good at all. The game is bare bones in terms of the foundation is there though, but the variety is not there. It really isn't. It's gonna get repetitive quick and you will get bored of it quick. I'll give you a week, that's it, maybe. I know there are guys that like, you know, would like to play Marvel's Avengers no matter what, you know, whatever anybody says, even the reviewers themselves. The best summarization that has been done already is by Skill Up. If you guys do not know him, make sure to check his Marvel's Avengers beta thoughts video out. He done a very good summarization on this, and yeah, I completely agree with everything he said. And all of us should be concerned regarding demonetization of this game, and yeah, definitely it will have some kind of monetization at least. Anyway guys, if I would give it a score, you know, it's an average game. It's 5 out of 10, that's all I got for it. There's nothing spectacular, it's just a mediocre game. Fantastic combat, but that's it got for it. In terms of the visual, but there are some finicky moments as well in terms of the visual too. You know, it tries to do a lot, but it fails to do all of them, you know, to a higher degree. I think they should have concentrated on few you know, key points to master them, or at least to get them very, very well done, but they kind of failed on that. And the only closest thing that they have done very well is how you feel when you play as any of the characters in terms of the combat, but that's it. Would you really be willing to play 40 hours of this just smash, 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 smash with every single character, not just Hulk? I mean, they tried to portray some of these dodging mechanics and blocking mechanics and stuff like that, but they're finicky as well, and they don't really work that well. At the end of the day, all you will really be doing is just, well, like I said, hit, smash, kick, that's really it. Anyway guys, 5 out of 10, that's my final score for the beta of this game. No, I will not be getting it when it does release in September. It's not worth it, and I don't think you should too. That's just my personal opinion. Alright, well then, thank you so much for watching guys. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you all later.